Hello everyone, welcome to episode 160 of Chatting with Anthony. For this episode, I'm going to say, if you're losing, then just make progress. And I say that because we are not able to win every fight. It's just a part of life. In life there's physical fights, there's mental fights, there are a large variety, to put it nicely, within those physical and mental fights. Spiritual fights even. So you have to be realistic and understand that you're not going to win every single fight. So that's why I believe that this is important to understand. Now, I don't want you to just give up on your goals. Like, if you set a goal and you don't think you can achieve it, still try to achieve it, but also be realistic with yourself. Understand that understand that at the very least it's unlikely. Not per se that you won't, but if you have a goal and if you've taken 90% of the time allocated for the goal, but you've only achieved 10% of the goal, understand you're probably not going to get there, but that you can still learn lessons from that. And that's very important. There's more to be learned from losses than wins. Especially look at it from sports, right? Now they say that there are no moral wins, I think is the term, or like there are no small wins in sports. Especially, it's just wins and losses. And that's fair. The end goal is to win every game that you're in, but there's a reason that we celebrate the teams that go undefeated. It just doesn't happen all the time. Wins and losses tend to come from skill and from discipline, both of which you typically learn. I believe the best way I could explain it to you guys is that you learn the skills and discipline in practice, and it gets refined in the game. Now, I'm sure that there are things that you learn in game, but you typically would practice it outside of the game. Sorry, it was a fire truck. You typically learn more in the practice because your goal is to refine what it is that you need to do to be better in the game. And also, just another thing too is to keep your spirits up. Don't get dejected. Today's game shouldn't determine tomorrow's outcome. If you win today, then yeah, use it as confidence to say that you will win tomorrow. If you lose today, don't use it as I guess you could say like a downward spiraling view of, oh, I'm definitely going to lose tomorrow. That's not what that means. I mean, everyone has good and bad days, so just try not to view it like that. Now, you could definitely use the game before to dictate how the next game might go, but it doesn't mean that the outcome is certain. Like, for example, how I said that you learn and refine in the practices and games, be intentional with learning and refining in the practices and in the games. Try to continue to improve in as many areas as you can in each situation. I understand you might be tired, frustrated, dejected, whatever the case might be. Just make an effort, right? I'm not asking you to be perfect. I'm just saying I think that it would greatly benefit all of us to intentionally try to improve with as much quantity and quality as we can. And I would remind you too, from a Christian perspective, God doesn't ask for perfection, but He does ask for a wholehearted effort. He fears for our souls. He fears for our souls, but He also fears for our well-being while we're here. Now, He understands and tells us in the Bible that nothing on this earth can compare to the next life. So it's more important to focus on your spiritual well-being than physical. Now, that doesn't mean don't focus on physical. It just means, like, understand that eternity can't compare. Like, we know that our bodies deteriorate over a span of like 100 years. Spirits, I guess you could get into an argument of whether they deteriorate. I don't know how to really explain that properly, but regardless of that, you will last forever in eternity. Your body isn't going to last forever here, right? You should go back to the dirt. So, just keep a good perspective on your situation. So that's all I have for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. God bless, and I'll see you guys in the next one.